Hello, Leo. It's time for your monthly reading, June 2021. I have a feeling it's going to be kind of exciting. As you can see, I have the double deck here again. I did this for the weekly reading last week, and I'm kind of into it, so I'm going to just keep running with this theme for now anyway. I like to be ever changing. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to add an extended reading at the end of this. If you want to click on it and see a little bit more, I'm going to use the Druidcraft Tarot for that, which is a really cool deck, huge. I've had it for a long time, but I haven't really dived into it yet. And I was reading the book the other day, and you know, most of the cards are the same. There are some that are a little bit different, but most of them are the same, but the meanings are kind of extended, and I'm not really sure if they're accurate or not. I mean, some of them are the same, basically, with a little bit of embellishment, but some of them are quite specific with meanings I haven't used before, so it's just kind of a test to see the accuracy of it, and also because I think it's a lot of fun and I'm interested in it. So when I do that reading, I will read directly from the book for the few cards that I pull, because I just want you to hear everything that you could hear about it and not me just embellishing on my own. So I thought, you know, that could be kind of fun if you're into it. And I also want to come up with a lot of new and exciting things for you in the near future. So feel free to send me your suggestions. My email's below if you want to send me questions or, you know, suggestions on specific readings you'd like to see, or spreads, or anything you want. Okay, my fiery Leos, I'm going to pull you 12 cards. Oh, crap. We cannot escape this card. This thing keeps coming up for everybody lately. I hate it. I really, really hate it. Such a miserable card. Do not come up twice, you bloody Ten of Swords. Okay, well, I'm liking some of this other stuff. Okay, we can work with this. Because lately I'm getting this, plus the Three of Swords, you know, the one with the heart with the 3 swords through it, and, you know, the 8 of Swords, the woman with the blindfold, and the swords all around her who's tied up, the one where you feel trapped. I mean, it's just like all this misery and negativity. This one is a crappy card, I'm not going to lie. Whatever's going on, you feel backstabbed, which is not good. Hopefully, I mean, not that this is good either, but hopefully it's just baggage from the past. Hopefully there's nothing new going on, no new betrayal or anything like that. If it is, well, you know, I always say when I get these cards, I'd rather know than not know, or at least be prepared, right? It doesn't have to be, I mean, sometimes it is something's going on and you feel it, but sometimes our imaginations run away with us and we think something's going on that isn't. Sometimes it requires investigation. The swords represent air, truth, thoughts. You know, sometimes we have to get a handle on those thoughts or what is real. So, you know, we need to figure that one out. And once you do, then you'll be in a better place for sure. So this could be a person, the Page of Swords, or it could be that he's popping up to bring you a message of truth and clarity, as the pages sometimes do. If he is a real person, he should be a Gemini or a Libra, or I cannot think straight today, I seriously can't. A Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, an air sign. And you know, he may be coming to be the messenger of something you need to know about this, or any message you need to know the truth about, or something that relates to higher learning, or learning in general. He's quite a scholarly type, this fellow, youthful, child or teenager, young adult. It's a very positive card. It's a card about wittiness and, you know, intelligence and learning and really good things like that. So don't be too put off by this one negative card when you've got, well, this one's not great either, but the rest are all very good. This card, the Five of Pentacles, it's a really hard card to judge because there's just so much involved here. It can mean poverty. It can mean a reduced income. It can mean a singular monetary loss. It's different if I'm reading for a person as opposed to a general reading like this where I can just keep throwing things out there and some of you will latch onto one thing and some of you will latch onto another thing. It can also be health related. If you can see the person in the picture, he's on crutches, he looks bereft, they're out in the cold. But then there's the positive take. There's a sanctuary of some form right here. It looks like a church or something. Some people look at this card as when in the face of all doubt, you have your spiritual self or your spirituality or whatever you believe in. Some people look at this card as there's always somebody standing by your side. Somebody sometimes you don't even know about in the face of this feeling of being so lost and so bereft. We need to latch on to that positive point. And I believe in that. I do. I think that, there's always something. There's always something to salvage. But here's what we're dealing with right next to the Five of Pentacles. So let's try to figure this out a little bit. So here we've got the Eight of Cups. Now, here are all these things that you have in front of you. Things that are, well, his back is turned, but you get my point. So these are things that you have. These cups, these things you're passionate about. They may be people, could be represent your family, could represent your current job, can represent your home and things that you love, your friends, people in your life, or things that are related to where you are. Then there's a missing cup. So as you can see, he's turned around and the implication is that he's going off to find the missing cup. But maybe he should stay and cultivate the cups he's got. Or maybe, maybe it's time to leave all of this behind and go and find this thing he feels he's missing in his life. So when you look at that card next to this card, what is the situation? I'm going to tell you that I believe that we've got the Knight of Pentacles here, who is an earth sign. He's a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Perhaps a real person in your life, and he is here because these people are planners. As you can see, although he's a knight, if you've seen the other cards of the knights, like here's the Fire Knight, the Knight of Wands, you see how he's active. His horse is in the air, he's moving forward, and if you have ever seen the Knight of Swords, he's rushing in and it looks like he's going to blast everything in sight away. And this guy, all the feet are on the ground of the horse. He's not moving anywhere, and that's because he's also brave and strong like the other knights, but he doesn't move very fast. He is investing in everything. He wants to live a long life. He doesn't want to make a mistake. He wants to have a solid future. He is making a plan. If you know anything about earth signs, they love planning. They plan things, they follow the plan, they believe in following the plan from the beginning to the end. They like to complete tasks. That is part of their thing. And that also means making investments in things. And when you see him here, it just suggests to me that he's saying don't rush into anything monetarily or health-wise. Make a plan. Think it out. Don't be impulsive. Don't rush off and leave all the cups behind until you've made the plan. Think it out. Passion is important. It's totally important. But I'm going to say that this is about planning it out. Now, there are many, many things you need to put into action. Things that are exciting and fiery and fantastic. And here you've got the beginning, the Ace of Pentacles. So this is the beginning of something that could mean an investment. Now, I'm going to say that, our wonderful knight here is saying to be very careful. If you're investing in something, you want to make sure it's solid. You want to check everything out. Maybe even our pages here for the purpose of saying make sure you are clear and check out everything that you can intellectually and find out all the details about what you're thinking of putting into motion. Don't be rash. Don't, like our Fire Knight is a little bit more rash. He can sometimes rush in and do whatever. So maybe don't do that right now, right here. Although he's here for a different purpose. And I'm going to say his purpose is to get you in action to do whatever the thing is. Because this is a very positive card. There's nothing wrong with beginning something that has to do with investing or changing your health. Sometimes this could be something as simple as maybe this is a health issue, okay? On these general readings, I'm just throwing stuff out there, and you can latch on to what works for you. I mean, and there are a million other ideas. As long as you understand the meanings or the potential meanings of the cards, you can figure out what this means for you. So, say you have a health concern. So, you want to embark on better eating habits, better exercise habits, starting something new to improve your health. And here is your fire knight saying, yes, do it. Let's do it. We can do it together. Absolutely, 100%. Let's get on the program here. So if this is a real person in your life, this is an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Maybe it's you. Is this you, Leo? This person here? I bet it is. Actually, I think it's you. Okay, I think this is you. So here you are, and then you've got these other people around you. So think about who is somebody real that you know and what you want to do. But I'm going to say there is some kind of investment here, whether it's investment in your health or your financial security. One of them is going to be on the go. And don't let anything stop you, but be very, very, very informed before you embark on it. Just use your wits, because you're a very proactive person, very witty, very strong and powerful and brave. Then we have a couple of angels up here. So before we get to them, let's go for our Four of Cups. See, just like somebody might want to go off and look for this missing cup, here's a cup or an opportunity or an idea or a person who's presenting itself to this person who's looking sort of bored and disenchanted and whatever. But here's something right here that I'm going to say this is coming up because you don't need to look for the missing cup. The missing cup is coming right to you. That missing cup is right here. Whatever it is, you don't have to leave what you know and love. It's not necessary right now. The missing cup is right in front of your face, so take stock of what you've got. It's important. And it's right there for you, Leo. Just look, it's right there. Whatever it is, it's right in front of your face. Then we've got our angels. This one always annoys the living daylights out of me. I'm Aries. I'm also a fire sign. I tend to be a bit of a party animal. And so sometimes good old temperance comes in to tell us to tone it down. Also, if you're an extreme person, which Leos tend to be, generally speaking, good old temperance comes in and says, tone it down, walk the middle line, don't be so wild and crazy, don't always be so damn opinionated. I'm not telling you this. I promise I'm not, Leo, because I'm also equally as opinionated and fiery and a little bit crazy. So I'm just telling you what good old temperance says once in a while. And she annoys me, or he, whatever form of angel that is, I find just as annoying as you do, I assure you. But then we've got Judgment. And Judgment is an interesting card. Judgment can mean that we're more than what is originally thought of. I mean, it's kind of a creepy card. These guys are coming up out of their graves, and there's this angel in the sky blowing the horn. But I think it's a reminder that we are spiritual beings. We are immortal in some form or another. When things get to feel too heavy duty, don't worry too much. Maybe turn to your more spiritual side. Give it some thought. Give it some time. Or work on it, just so that you understand that there's something that's more to us on some level here, working on our behalf. Sometimes judgment means you are going to get a judgment in your favor. It can be legal sometimes, but it can also mean that if somebody's done you wrong, something is coming your way to set things to rights, which is phenomenal when that happens. So don't panic, don't worry, be your wonderful self and continue on. And then this card is, oh, and I forgot the old Emperor. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So this card here, the Ten of Pentacles, this is a card of completion, of good life, of fulfillment, of happy home and longevity and family all around and enough monetary success to be comfortable. It's a very, very good card. Very, very positive. You've got all these pentacles. I know this one's not so great, but that's okay. I think you're going to make it work with these knights on your side. And, maybe this one is you, like I said. But either way, you've got a pretty solid reading here. And then the Emperor. The Emperor is all about fiery authority, usually a representative of Aries. But, Leo, you guys are like this, too. Very fiery and happening and, with this great spirit and ability to act. Sometimes this means you're dealing with some kind of an authority figure, but sometimes it feels like the Emperor comes in to help you when you need to be that authoritative figure. So either way, it's a very, very positive card. Very good. The Emperor can run things very well. So we always want to take his example and do the same thing ourselves so that we have the power. It's a power card. And you're a power sign. So take that power and run with it. And know that you're going to do some really great stuff this month. I feel confident about it. And if you want to watch that extended, do so. And please send me anything you want to tell me. And have a fantastic June. Enjoy yourself. Take care.